The Adam Project stars Ryan Reynolds, Zoe Saldana, Mark Ruffalo, and Jennifer Garner. A time-traveling pilot teams up with his younger self and his late father to come to terms with his past while saving the future. Now, this is yet another collab between Ryan Reynolds and Shawn Levy. Shawn Levy, if you don't know, is a director, writer, producer. And after last year's Free Guy, which I absolutely adored, had such a fun time with, I was looking forward to this movie because I was hoping that they would bring back another great movie. And while I didn't love the Adam Project as much as I loved Free Guy, for example, it's not to the level of that movie, but it's a fun, disposable family adventure that I'm sure a lot of families will enjoy watching together. If I'm being completely honest, I wish that the cast stood out more than it did. It's unfortunately just okay and good, which is what you would assume with someone like Ryan Reynolds, who is this great leading actor. Unfortunately, it's not much more than just him doing his usual shtick. He doesn't really bring much more to the character or even the movie. Young Adam, played by Walker Scobell, I found to be a little annoying, and considering he is basically the main character of the movie, I was a bit annoyed on that end. I wish that they maybe have cast a different actor. I think the big plus about this movie, though, is there are a lot of very sweet moments. It's a movie that entire families will enjoy. There is this kind of father-son dynamic, even though they are the same person, between Ryan Reynolds and Scobell. And then you add Mark Ruffalo into the mix, who actually is their father. With that dynamic between the three actors, it was good, but it wasn't all that big of a standout. Some of the jokes were pretty kiddish. There's a bunch of fart jokes, which I wasn't really a big fan of. And the banter between young Adam and old Adam wasn't all too entertaining, unfortunately. That's a big pull for this movie. You have these two characters, they have a lot of banter with one another, considering that one is the older version of the character and one is the younger version of the character, and you could find a lot of banter between those characters, but the writing between those characters just wasn't all too great. And in that regard, I wish there was just a little bit more. And there were a handful of times where I laughed, but I rarely ever really laughed. Like, I might have chuckled, but unfortunately it didn't have me really laughing. One thing I do want to give this movie credit for are the action sequences. They are filmed very nice. There are little to no edits. You can see exactly everything. The directing in that regard is nice. It's shot very well. The action choreography, all that stuff looks really good. And I thought the soundtrack was killer, had a lot of great 80s hits. Then you have an aspect of the movie which very much so hurt it, and that's the villain. God, the villain is awful. Without giving anything away, they are so painfully boring, and they literally try to give them the scene where you can maybe understand why they're doing what they're doing. Nope, just boring. I wanna, rule the world, stuff like that. I was just like, why are we doing this yet again? But the actors' performance as well, they were just phoning it in. It very much so seemed like they did not want to be there. The movie also has some nice visual effects, but when you go back to the villain has some de-aging. They decided to do some de-aging instead of, just casting another actor, which I hate when movies do that. If it looks good, it's passable, but in here, it looks horrendous. I literally was groaning looking at it, like, why is this continuously just coming back on screen? It's not fun to look at. So all in all, The Adam Project is a fun family flick. It's a perfect kind of movie for Netflix that you're gonna watch, then forget it even existed. It's just too disposable. It doesn't really leave a mark on you. It's just a movie that you're gonna watch and then go, okay, well, on to the next. Yes, it has a lot of heart, and I think that a lot of people will attach that whole family dynamic, and the relationship between Ryan Reynolds and the kid actor, I think, is strong. But just everything here could have been evaluated on and worked on just a little bit more to make me really care. I'm gonna give The Adam Project a C+. A little disappointing considering I heard some good things about this movie, but if you guys have seen The Adam Project, make sure to let me know down below in the comments what did you think of it. Thank you so much for watching this review, and if you did enjoy it, consider giving it a like as well as subscribing and hitting that notification bell to get notified whenever new videos like this go live. As always, look forward to a bunch more videos coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.